Only true animal lovers can guess all 50 eggs. Can you guess them? Let's see. Whose egg is this? It belongs to an ostrich. Can you guess this egg? It belongs to a chicken. Who lays eggs like this? It belongs to a duck. Whose egg is found on cliffs? It belongs to an eagle. Whose egg hides in darkness? It belongs to an eagle. Whose egg stays above the ice? It belongs to a penguin. Whose egg sits on mud towers? It belongs to a flamingo. Can you recognize this egg? It belongs to a peacock. Whose tiny egg is this? It belongs to a sparrow. Whose egg is hidden in trees? It belongs to a parrot. Whose eggs have soft shells? They belong to a snake. Whose eggs are heavily guarded? They belong to a cobra. Whose eggs come in huge clusters? They belong to a python. Whose eggs are buried in mud? They belong to a crocodile. Whose eggs are covered with plants? They belong to an alligator. Whose eggs feel rubbery? They belong to a turtle. Whose eggs are buried on beaches? They belong to a sea turtle. Whose eggs hide under rocks? They belong to a lizard. Whose eggs stick to walls? They belong to a gecko. Whose eggs are this huge? They belong to a Komodo dragon. Whose eggs look like jelly? They belong to a frog. Whose eggs hang on leaves? They belong to a tree frog. Whose eggs form long strings? They belong to a toad. Whose eggs attach underwater? They belong to a salamander. Whose eggs are wrapped in leaves? They belong to a newt. Whose eggs look like orange pearls? They belong to a salmon. Whose eggs are almost invisible? They belong to a goldfish. Whose egg looks like a pouch? It belongs to a shark. Whose eggs stick to coral? They belong to a clownfish. Whose eggs float in bubbles? They belong to a betta fish. Can you see these eggs? They belong to an ant. Whose eggs sit on leaves? They belong to a butterfly. Whose eggs come in clusters? They belong to a moth. Whose eggs are wrapped in silk? They belong to a spider. Whose eggs look like foam? They belong to a mantis. Whose eggs are inside capsules? They belong to a cockroach. Whose eggs are hidden underground? They belong to a beetle. Whose eggs are buried deep? They belong to a grasshopper. Whose eggs hang like drops? They belong to an octopus. Whose eggs float underwater? They belong to a squid. Whose eggs look like tiny pearls? They belong to a snail. Whose eggs are transparent? They belong to a slug. Whose eggs stay under the body? They belong to a crab. Whose eggs are packed together? They belong to a lobster. Which mammal lays eggs? It's a platypus. Whose egg stays in a pouch? It belongs to an echidna. Whose eggs are carried by the father? They belong to a seahorse. Whose eggs are microscopic? They belong to a jellyfish. Whose eggs let you see inside? They belong to an axolotl. Whose eggs are these fossils? They belong to dinosaurs. Which egg surprised you the most? Comment below. Subscribe for more amazing animal facts.